From pirate surfing to stargazing and everything in between, it's the weekend and this is DXB Today.
Hello and welcome to one and all to another exciting edition of DXB Today. It's the end of the week. You know what that means. We've got the rundown on your weekend possibilities.
And since we're here in the core of the country, the beating heart of the city of Dubai, there's never a shortage of places to see and things to do.
Absolutely. You've got the Dubai Food Festival, of course, Wrestle Fest, unbelievable, and West Side Story at Dubai Opera. There is something for absolutely everybody. Gentlemen, Tom, Lane, what's tickling your fancy this weekend?
I think I'm going to do a bit of the food festival, get some food from the food festival, eat it at the Wrestle Fest, and then go to
Jets
the
and
opera. I'm going to do it all.
That makes sense.
I think there's a bit of Wrestle Fest going on at home this weekend, me trying to wrestle the remote control from the children or something like that. That's about it, really. I don't know, I'll keep my eyes on the skies. Not that I'm moonsight or anything like that, but it's more to do with the weather. The weather's cool.
Right.
Yes,
outdoors.
Yes. Take advantage of it while
Taking
we can,
advantage
right?
while you can,
yeah,
mate.
And I hate
Not your first rodeo, is it?
that, brother.
And I hate to sound like one of those age-old sort of Dubai residents, but it is cooler a lot later this year, no? It's cooler for April.
It is. I reckon it is. I reckon it is. Yeah.
It's going to turn, though, Tom.
I don't know. I'm the same. Every time I sort of utter those words, the weather goes up again and everyone goes, you don't know what you're talking about. Not the first time, not the last time as well. Now, if you're still undecided about the weekend, we've called in some professional help for you. We all need some professional help. She makes it her business to know absolutely everything that is happening around this vibrant town. So, who is our weekend guide? Let's find out who our guest co-host is today.
Hi guys, I'm Alice Holtham, the group editor of What's On, and I'm excited to be back on the show today as a guest co-host. So I'll see you in the studio in a few moments.
And we are equally excited as well, Alice. Great to have you back on the show. Now, the Dubai Astronomy Group offers a unique experience to travel the universe with your feet planted firmly here on terra firma. And since this weekend it's World Astronomy Day, like I knew that, Matha went down to explore the cosmos, as you do. Let's check this one out.
I'm here at Al Thuraya Astronomy Center, the headquarters of Dubai Astronomy Group, where stargazing is not a hobby, but a mission. I'm going to go explore and find out what it is. I'm here with Mr. Hassan Al-Hariri, the founder of Dubai Astronomy Group. Hi, Mr. Hassan, how are you?
Hi, fine, alhamdulillah.
So, Mr. Hassan, I'm curious, why did you start this group back in 2000?
Because the necessity. We see that in our community there is a very much need for somebody to educate the people about the astronomy. There are so many events was there, and from the 90s I can visualize that people were interested into it, and there wasn't anything which encapsulate the people and provide to them the services the way it should be. So we initiated Dubai Astronomy Group as a kind of a society to support the people and give them the chance to learn astronomy and at the same time practice this amazing hobby.
But why is astronomy so important for us to learn about and for society to embrace?
This is one of the best questions, actually. Let's say, why astronomy is very important? Because it connects you to the universe, connects you to the whole picture of what is the universe, how we come to exist there, the purpose of life, and then moving it all the way to discovering new things and paving the road for the future. You see, with astronomy, we are studying the space. And today, it's an amazing opportunity to see how much important it is. Our country have adopted the strategy to go to the space. Hazza al-Mansouri, Sultan al-Niyadi, we are going to the space. So it's so much involved in our soul as humans and moving forward that it's charting the roadmap to the future.
I know that you're also trying to install that love for astronomy within children? Because you have an initiative for schools, don't you?
Definitely, we have multiple. Our main investments is in the education sector. We will provide, because we believe that the education sector is the future for us. Today, when we are putting things and efforts and investments in the future, that's the guarantee that tomorrow our children will love the things out and they will flourish with it. And so that's why the Dubai Astronomy Group, from the day one, we put a mandate on ourselves that we should invest heavily into the education sectors, where we are promoting astronomy from the simple beginning processes all the way to that. And we had many initiatives. One of the last initiatives which we have today is having the center and activities of the center, which is packed with things, as you have seen, all the different kind of things. Children can come down here, play, and it's acting not as a kind of would you think about museum style, but more as a kind of interactive location where children can come again and again and again. And it's a kind of a journey which will never finish.
And so finally, what do you hope to see in the field of astronomy in the next 20 to 50 years?
Well, I have a big plans. Inshallah, Thuraya Astronomy Center is the one. Then we are hoping that, inshallah, our government help us to make astronomy resort in the desert, and also having a big observatory on mountains of Hatta. I'm nicknaming it Suhail Observatory. Hope to see that the dreams come true. And then moving around the UAE and making such kind of monument other places, and expanding things to all over GCC countries and to the world, inshallah, to the Arab countries. And more than that, we create a vision and a kind of a mission to the stars. As I say, the bigger the dream, the more beautiful the road will become. So I believe that we have to work to reach to the stars.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hassan, for having us here. And I can't wait to now go and explore more this beautiful center I'm in.
We've certainly seen the highs and the lows of the UAE Space Programme in the last 7 days, and all sorts of interest being generated by the latest Emirati up at the International Space Station at the moment. And, of course, new records being broken on a daily basis. Right, should we come back down to Earth?
Yes, let's do that.
Must we?
Well, yeah, we must. We must come back down to Earth. Got Alice alongside us as well. I was just saying to the team there, I mean, the weather's so good. It's time to get out and about, isn't it?
I feel like we shouldn't say it, but it is. The weather is still really good. I feel like if we say too much, we jinx it. But it is brilliant to still have al fresco things happening in the city. I think, you know, Dubai Food Festival is here. We're in the middle of it now, and one of my all-time favourite parts of Dubai Food Festival is Beach Canteen down at Sunset Beach. And I was a bit like, oh, you know, is it going to be too hot? And it's been glorious. It's been really, really nice.
Love it. What other delights have we got? So where should we be trying in the next couple of weeks before it gets just that bit too hot?
I mean, there's been some really, really nice new openings in the sort of outdoorsy scene. I don't know if you've been yet to Bungalow 34 down at Nikki Beach Residences.
Very posh down there, isn't it?
It is lovely. It's a really, really gorgeous sort of Mediterranean restaurant from the Tasha's group. So really nice sort of beachside dining experience.
Good luck getting a table at the weekend, though.
Come on, this is Alice Holtham from What's On.
No.
Absolutely. Alice is going to get a table anywhere.
No, I don't know about that.
So, what's been happening at What's On?
It's been a really, really busy time. We have been focused, you know, on one side on all things food. We're very, very excited to be putting out our May issues on Monday. Our May issues are coming out, and one of the very exciting things we've been focusing on this month is sticking with the subject of food. One of my all-time favourite subjects is all of the kind of upcoming supper clubs, chef experiences. So it's not just all these kind of foodie experiences that are happening in the restaurant scene right now that are going like really above and beyond just a traditional restaurant.
The other thing that comes in with food, and I think that you guys at What's On deal with it very well, is budget as well. Because a lot of people will look at the food scene here and go, I love it, but it's too expensive. Cannot do that. We're seeing the food festival embrace the 10 dirham dishes this year, and I know that something that you at the team at What's On are always looking for deals around town.
Absolutely, and one of the things that we really try and do, especially when it's been outdoor season, is, you know, cheap or free things that you can do. You know, whether that is, you know, it's getting a little too hot now, but it's sort of like the hikes and the walks, and then, you know, on that side, kind of, if you're looking for more of an attraction, Global Village is something that we see again and again. It's so popular with our readers, and understandably so. And that is one thing that it is the last weekend to visit this weekend. So yeah, if you've not been to Global Village yet this season, this is the weekend to go.
And a lot of cheap eats there as well.
I have never been to Global Village.
What?
I know. I'm so sorry. I've never been to Global Village. And do you know what's even worse? Is I literally see the wheel from my house. Like, it's so close. I could probably walk to Global Village. I've never been.
Any specific reason why?
No. And every single season, we're all like, right, we need to go. I need to take my nephews. We need to go. And I've never been. And I'm so sorry, Global Village, and I'm going.
Alice, this weekend.
Well, let's do it this weekend. It's the last chance. Let's make it happen.
All right, we'll make it happen.
All right, cool.
Just don't walk there, OK?
OK, no, fine.
You will get
I'll turn up, like, drenched as well. Right, Alice, you're here with us for the whole hour of the show, so we'll catch up with you in a little bit. It is now time for a quick break. We'll be back with more entertainment and adventure all across the city of Dubai. Do not go anywhere.
Welcome back to the show. It is the weekend almost. And that means you've got to plan ahead accordingly. Something for the kids as well. To help us out, we've called in an expert from Kids App, a critical lifeline for busy parents alike. Please welcome to the show the co-founder, Simona Avellini. Simona, thanks so much indeed for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Look, I sound like a stuck record. Keep talking about the great outdoors, keep talking about outside. But, you know, we are embracing the fact that we're holding on to the last bit of the cooler season. Are there still options for things to do for the children outside?
Oh, absolutely. There's loads of things for the kids to do. You know, depends on what you like and depends on the age of the kids. But, you know, Dubai Garden Glow is a great outdoor place full of imagination for the kids. You've got Dubai Miracle Garden, you've got Butterfly Garden, you've got all kinds of outdoor things that you can go and do at the moment. And I'm a big believer in us doing free things. So I love the beach. I love going to the beach canteen, as you said as well. You can combine that with food and fun with the kids. So
is there such a thing as a free beach these days or not?
Absolutely. There is a free beach. The kids will find ways to make you spend money, but there is a free beach.
Your Kite Beach, your Sunset Beach. Now, you mentioned Miracle Garden and the Garden Glow. Miracle Garden, I love. My niece loves it. Maddie is 2. And she absolutely, like, she's in a wonder. She goes around the whole thing. Same with Garden Glow.
Yeah.
What other things have we got that are like that then that we, as Tom said, that we can grasp onto? Anything else before we move the kids indoors?
Well, outdoors, let me think. I mean, you know, you talked about Global Village. Of course, that's a firm favourite with all families and adults alike. I'd say that...
theme parks?
Theme parks, they're indoor, outdoor.
Yeah, you've got the Motion Gate outdoor.
Yeah.
All right, so then moving forward then, we are going to get into the hotter months, and I think that's when parents kind of panic a little bit about what to do with the kids in, you know, 45-degree heat. So where are we then heading indoors?
Well, I'll give you a couple of really cool and quirky ones that I absolutely love. You've got TODA, the Museum of Digital Art, where right now Banksy is showing, and I don't know if you've ever been, but you basically go and you see this amazing art on the walls. It's an immersive experience with music, which I find is really, really cool. And really young kids absolutely love it because they just look and are mesmerised. Another one that I don't know if you've been to is Aya in Wafi, which is a completely different type of experience where you go into all these different immersive rooms.
You mentioned Aya there. I remember going and when I went there, I feel like I was so struck by how there was actually so many different things in that one space.
It's almost overwhelming, but it's just incredible.
Absolutely. No, and even as an adult, that was something I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Alice is on a sensory overload in the middle of Wafi City. I love it.
Yeah, I haven't been to either of them yet, but I've heard they are absolutely incredible.
Oh, they're amazing. Absolutely. Another one that's quirky that I love is Museum of Illusions. You know, that's something that I'm a big believer in doing things that I enjoy as well. Maybe I'm selfish as an adult, but when I go somewhere with my daughter, I want to do something I enjoy. And Museum of Illusions is all about, you know, stretching your brain, seeing all these cool, wonderful things.
So all of this is a part of your app as well that you have. So how does it actually work? What's it all about?
So we developed Kids because as parents ourselves, we were looking to find the cool things that all the city has to offer. It's got the most amazing things on. And we found that the information was really fragmented. So we developed this app where we basically aggregate everything that's happening in the city, and you can browse through the app. You open it, you download it, so it's kids with a Q, Q-I-D-Z. You download it and you open it, and then you just start to explore it. You can find things that are happening today, things that are trending, things that are upcoming. There's all kinds of things, and you can book tickets on it, you know, from the comfort of your...
Great idea.
On the app, can we get discounts?
Oi,
We
great
have
question.
the
Great
best-
question.
We have really good prices.
Oh, amazing.
We work with all the suppliers and vendors to get unique prices. You know, we just mentioned Banksy. We have a much better price than what you'll find elsewhere. And
Why, do you know him?
I wish I did. That would be a cool claim to fame.
I've got a friend that does, actually.
Okay.
He won't even tell me who he is.
So yeah, you get that. Sometimes you've got cashbacks. You've got other kinds of different unique deals on the app.
Amazing.
Any deals down at Green Planet at the moment or not?
Green Planet. I don't know if we've got a specific deal on at the moment, but you definitely can book through the app.
There's always a new animal arriving down there or something, isn't there?
And the staff are amazing. They teach you all about it, which I find such a good educational thing about Green Planet.
Look, loving it. Simona, thank you so much indeed for being with us. Thank you for explaining a bit more. And if people want to find out, there's Kids app. But remember, kids with the Q.
Now, talking of different things to do with your kids, there's one local club getting kids back into the great outdoors, and that is Pirate Surf. It's all about teaching children sports and survival skills. Now, our very own Dina went out to check it out, so let's have a look.
If you live in Dubai, chances are that at one beach or another, you've come across Pirate Surf, a rescue program where kids learn everything from life-saving skills to jiu-jitsu to how to deal with bullies. And as any other pirate parent will tell you, there's nothing else quite like it. So Candy, you've created a program and a community like nothing else I've seen before. How did the idea come about?
I think after being here for many years and seeing that Dubai is actually home for a lot of people, it's not as transient as people think, and it was more to create a family, to create a community, create something that kids felt that they belonged to, that, you know, instilled old school values to make them into better people, kinder people, and just do something that had never been done before.
So Antoine, you've been with Pirate Surf since the age of 9. Was it 13 years now?
Correct, exactly. So I've been there since I was 9 years old. And ever since, I became boy captain for 5 years, got my lifeguard license twice, scuba license, and now I'm head coach.
Pirate Surf is the most incredible community of families, so just being a part of that and having all of the other families to bounce off, learn from, experience all of these amazing opportunities together is the best part of it. Our kids are growing up with so many different cultures and we're learning about so many different things that are really benefiting them build themselves up as good humans.
I think Pirates is really all about that sense of community and that sense of belonging. It's not just about the activities that take place on the beach. It's what the kids learn through values and through morals, through helping one another and being there to support one another as a team.
I joined Pirates 2020. I wasn't working with them, but we had people going through certain life hardships. Life is ups and downs, and the way this community comes together is just phenomenal. It really is like a family.
Just over 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and within a week of finding out, Candy and the Pirates family had arranged a schedule for during my treatment. I had home-cooked meals delivered to my door every day for me and the kids.
Now, Yassine, you're very popular here at Pirate Surf. What is going on today? Tell me.
Today, about 2 days ago, there was a ship that sunk full of nurdles. Nurdles are tiny plastic balls which are melted to make plastic products. If they're not, because it's normally translucent.
We got the children and we got Pirates involved to say, right, let the kids make a difference, let them tidy up our ocean, clean the beaches, clean the ocean, make it safer and restore what it's meant to be. So it's again just teaching the kids life is all about give and take.
My favorite thing about Pirate Surf is that we all get to collaborate together and save the ocean and learn how to rescue people. There are so many opportunities to challenge yourself.
And there's only one way to say goodbye. Hit it, Yassine.
Everywhere we go! Everywhere we go! People want to know! People want to know! Who we are! Who we are! Where we come from! Where we come from! So we tell them! So we tell them! Mighty pirate! Mighty, mighty pirate! Mighty, 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 mighty pirate! Mighty, 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 mighty pirate!
OK, on my cue, Tom.
I've got
Ready?
so much to say.
Where we come from.
It's a football chant. We'd say it differently.
I know, yeah. There's a few words missing from that chant. Anyway, we'll leave that.
We love the Pirates, don't we?
No, it's a great initiative. Cool. Very, very popular. OK, talking of popular, time now for the daily Roundup. It's where we discuss the hottest topics that are trending in Dubai around about now. Katie has been out there working out what's hot and what's not. What you got?
Well, thank you very much, Tom. Many of you know that, well, today you probably worked a half day. It was a Friday, wasn't it? Or did you not work at all? It's been more than a year since the UAE implemented changes to the work week. So, of course, first of all, we had the weekend changed to Saturday, Sunday, as opposed to Friday, Saturday. Government employees now get Friday as a half day, and some private companies followed suit as well. Sharjah was the only emirate in the UAE to implement a 4-day work week for government employees and students. Now, who wouldn't be happy with a 3-day weekend?
2-day weekend would be nice.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Weekend would be nice, wouldn't it?
Right. No, I mean, every day's a weekend at What's On, right?
Nice, Alice, really nice. Did you feel the impact from your readers about when our weekend changed?
It's really interesting, actually. I remember when there were discussions and, people were wondering if that was going to happen before the change came in. And we actually did a poll on What's On about whether people thought it would happen and whether they thought it wouldn't. And I was overwhelmed with people saying, no, this would never happen. And then we did a secondary one about whether it's something that people wanted or whether they didn't. And again, it was really overwhelming that people really did want that change. So I think it's been really interesting to see how, and now when I think about it, for the 7 years before when I was here, when it was a Friday, Saturday, and then in the beginning, I remember every day that we would come into work on a Friday and we were like, this doesn't feel normal, this doesn't feel right. Or and then now when I think about it, it feels like we've always done this.
Well, Tom and I are the seniors here, and we used to have a Thursday, Friday weekend.
Yeah, I was here for that too.
You were
here
for Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the half-day Friday and the Saturday, almost just the half-day Friday. That was about it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sort of split on this one. I think that the 3-day weekend has had a significant... I can tell you for one, children are not going to complain about the 3-day week, or certainly the half-day on a Friday, that's for sure. They're loving that. It alleviates the traffic on the roads. The traffic's a lot better across Dubai and the Emirates as a whole on a Friday morning. We see that, and that's been proven. Can I play devil's advocate?
Go on.
Please.
I think work from home works, and I think that a lot of people are a lot more proactive at work from home, but I think if you looked at the numbers, it's usually Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday when they're the most proactive.
Yeah.
I think Fridays, there's a little bit of a D-mob, happy weekends just round the corner.
Well, this was the thing. In Sharjah, they said that 90% increased productivity. Now, obviously, Sharjah, as I mentioned, they've gone full gun-ho. They're like, nope, Fridays, you're off. So they're saying 90% increase. Right? And around the world as well for a 3-day.
Yeah, for me, I think if I know that I'm working, if I've got less days to fit what I need to do in, then I do think I'm working harder on that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so that I feel like I've earned that Friday to enjoy. And certainly for us, we've also, shifted our content. We make sure our things to do this weekend goes out on a Thursday because we know for some people now, the weekend does start on a Friday.
The good news is that we've taken this to heart, and as of next week, we'll be broadcasting from home.
I'm actually okay with that.
See how that one goes, all right? Yeah?
But it is nice, isn't it? Like you said earlier, it's a Friday night. It's Friday night right now, and it's like you can really get ready for the weekend and ramp it up. Or down, depending on what you're going to do at the weekend. Check out What's On for what you want to do on the weekend.
All right, then. So it's time for a quick break, but we'll be back with a man who is in the know of all things happening when it comes to events that are coming up. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. Now, music in the Middle East is getting bigger and better, with big names touring the region. Our next guest works behind the scenes, making it all possible. Please welcome the president, none other, of Live Nation Middle East, Mr. James Craven. Welcome, how are you?
I'm good, thank you for having me.
Always.
Nice to be here in the studio.
We love having you here and getting all of the gossip from all of you.
Give you some gossip.
Yeah, all right, we'll see, we'll see. So first of all, what's been big? What's been happening? Live Nation bringing big names to the region. Tell us more.
Well, 2023 has been huge. I think the biggest in the history of the UAE in many ways. So we started off strong with Blackpink, K-pop band. We had Sting. We had Imagine Dragons. And we went straight into Wireless Festival, and all of those shows sold out, which is kind of a new trend we're seeing, because shows used to sell quite late, but now we're seeing them going much, much quicker.
It's interesting, isn't it, James? Because you mentioned Sting there, and I think it probably crept up on a lot of people, you know, the fact that one of the great recording artists of all time was here in the UAE. I've got a theory that's to do with we've got so many great arenas now to choose from, many better venues around the whole of the UAE. Is there anything in that?
There is, yeah. I mean, we used to be stuck to very rigid times because of weather. And now we can do shows all year round. The arenas are beautiful. They've got great facilities. And that's definitely seeing a push for people to attend. Now, we used to see a lot of sales, strong sales, but not like we've seen this year. By far the strongest we've seen in the history of the UAE, I'd say.
And you mentioned as well, of course, Imagine Dragons. There was actually one of my team members actually went to the gig in Abu Dhabi and then flew to Riyadh as well and caught the gig also in Riyadh. So let me tell you, Imagine Dragons was a huge booking in the world of Team What's On. How do you find, and you know, we've also briefly mentioned Blackpink and Sting as well, those 3 gigs sort of happened one after each other at the start of the year. How do you kind of pick the diversity? Like, there is such a diverse acts that you book. What kind of inspires those decisions?
Yeah, we do live in a hugely diverse market, which also makes our job much, much harder, because we're trying to cater to a bigger audience and a broader audience. I think one of the real changes we've seen, and why you're seeing more talent this year than ever before, is that the broader region is becoming a bigger touring region. So if you went back pre-COVID days, Imagine Dragons would fly in for one show and go. Today it's Saudi, it's UAE, it's Israel, it's South Africa, it's India. So we're booking 10 to 12 dates. We're not just booking one anymore. That means you get more choice and more artists coming through the region, and it makes the overall efficiency of the touring thing much, much stronger.
Yeah, I know you had a huge week last week, a huge Saudi artist, Abdullah Majid. Abdullah, wrong way round. And that broke records for you, a Saudi artist that was here. Tell us more about that.
That sold out within minutes.
Really?
And it's by far the fastest selling show we've seen this year.
It's amazing.
And interestingly, though, not only was it the fastest selling, it's the highest grossing. So the average ticket costs were so high, we've never seen such a high return on a show.
That's it, I'm going to go and perform in
We're going to give up Western actors.
So an extension for what Alice was saying, James, when it comes to the selection of some of these artists, do you have a preference yourself? Like you say, like, right, people bring in their questions. I want this one, I want this one. I want my favourite top of the pile.
I wish I did.
I thought Sting's a Newcastle fan.
And I am a Geordie. There we go, you're right. We need all the Geordie acts coming through the region. No, I'd love to.
Jimmy Nail next week.
Jimmy Nail. Do you think he'd do well? Do you think he'd fill an arena?
They just met up there on Instagram, Jimmy Nails.
Really?
Jimmy Nails, Sting and Alan Shearer.
Well, there we go.
Playing golf
There's the trio.
The Geordie trio.
I think, I'd love to, but at the end of the day, it's kind of driven by the global touring business. So when an act goes on the road, he's looking to tour as many dates as possible. So as much as I'd like to pick Jimmy Nail and Sting every week, it's just not going to happen.
All right, well, we have to talk about probably one of the biggest acts that's going to come to the UAE, the Backstreet Boys. Now, oh my goodness. I mean, I'm English, although they were global, I was much more kind of take that E17, not showing my age far too much. But the Backstreet Boys just sold out and everyone's going crazy. I met a woman yesterday, her and all of her girlfriends have got T-shirts made up for their UAE, concert. That must be incredible for you to book that.
I think that's when we saw the real strength of the band. I mean, that show took 4 hours. And then the tickets were gone. So And everyone's calling, asking for tickets. Well, there are only a couple. We'll talk about that later. But I mean, there are no tickets. It just went out the door in 4 hours, gone. And as a promoter, that's a dream, to be honest.
And there's me sliding into your DMs on LinkedIn.
That won't work.
They just continue to sell out.
All over.
It's strange because they've been here a few times before.
Backstreet's back.
Yeah, Backstreet.
Tom Urquhart, everyone.
Do you want to sing that?
Yeah, just in case, they're a man down or anything like that.
So in the future, is it possible to put in some requests? Because I have an artist that I would love to come.
We are always open to requests because we want to know what our audience wants
James,
to hear.
don't give him an inch.
Lionel Richie.
Oh, well, he's been before.
He did come before, didn't he?
So was the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. I think Lionel Richie may be back.
Okay.
Let me just say.
All right.
Alice, who would you have? Who would you... this is your time. Speak to James.
It is, isn't it? And I think my team would absolutely be very unhappy if I went back without saying we have a diehard Miley Cyrus fan. So if we could get Miley Cyrus, Harry Styles would be up there for me.
James, Harry Styles.
Harry Styles is
would be
touring,
big.
we know.
And one I would love to see come here is Adele.
Adele, it's got to be Adele.
Yeah, come on.
But this was my window.
That's getting greedy. I think Adele we hear more than anybody. But all of those acts are touring, so at some point I would certainly hope they come through the region.
Amazing.
James, can you mark our diary? What are the dates that we need to keep in mind for the diary?
So, May 7. I'm not sure that helps anyone though, because tickets are sold. And then June the 1st, Guns N' Roses.
Oof, of course.
Which is another classic rock band. Yeah.
Returning.
And there are very few tickets left on that. When I last looked, we had a few hundred left. So hopefully if you want to go to that, you need to grab those quick.
And it's one of those gigs, isn't it? You've got to see them now, because
you do.
not guaranteed they're going to be touring for.
They're even older than me.
Rolling Stones. Well, obviously May 7th, big date as you said, because it's Backstreet Boys, and I know you said it's sold out, but we do have 2 tickets to give away for the Backstreet Boys. You heard it here first, so make sure you tune in every single weekday next week, 8 p.m. DXB Today, for your chance to win tickets to the Backstreet Boys.
Wow.
I don't know what that was. Thank you, James, and thanks for the tickets. So make sure you check it out.
Now, what does it take to win the tickets? Now, this is what it is. So we might have a little prize for you if you get this competition.
I'm all ears.
Yes, because this is our quiz. This is our competition, our internal one. So what we're going to do, I want you to answer as many questions as you can in 60 seconds about today's show.
Okay.
Pretty easy for you, I would say.
Yeah.
Right, so I need 60 seconds on the clock, please. 3, 2, 1, let's go. What did we discuss on today's show? Was it weekend entertainment or summer fashion?
Weekend entertainment.
All right. Which kids club did we feature on the show today? Was it Ninja Warriors or Pirate Surf?
It was Pirate Surf.
And what does Pirate Surf offer? Outdoor sports or video games?
I think they'd be very unhappy if I said video games, so I'm going outdoor sports.
Which entity does the magnificent James Craven represent? Is it Live Tribe Middle East or Live Nation Middle East?
That would be Live Nation Middle East.
Then. Which stargazing group did we feature on the show? Was it Dubai Astronomy Group or Dubai Planetarium? Oh, Planetarium, what a club. Remember that club?
That would be Dubai Astronomy Group.
Okay. Which UAE astronaut is currently at the International Space Station? Sultan Al Nayed or Hazza Al Mansouri?
That is Sultan.
Oh, don't give it a go. Which guest on the show talked about kids' activities? Was it Simona or Simone Aguilera? Or Agolini?
So, can you repeat the question?
Was it Simona Agolina or Simone Aguilera?
I'm giving her the point. Alice gets that point.
Thanks, Katie.
All right, cool.
You got 7 points.
Let's have a look at the Premier League table. Here it comes. This is the DXD Today leaders table. So, Alice, you've made it onto the top half of the table.
Great.
I'll take that. Yeah.
I'll take that.
I like the fact that Millie Midwood is at the top there, so we've got another guest.
Yeah, I'll have to. I'm going to have to give that another go, aren't I? Now I know what her score is.
Thank you so much for coming in, Alice, James. Thank you again, and we'll see you back here very, very shortly. Right, it is time for a quick break, but we'll be back with tonight's musical performance and a behind-the-scenes look at one of the most popular musicals in the world. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to DXB Today. Now, this Sunday is World Jazz Day, and I'm very excited. And we are starting the celebrations early here in the studio because we have Bobby Valchez, the jazz musician extraordinaire. Bobby, now when it comes to jazz, there's so many different genres, but do you have a specific type that you like?
I like all kind of jazz. I love to sing jazz. I love to play jazz. Anything related to jazz is right in my heart. So that's what I do anytime.
So where are you from and how many instruments do you play?
So I am from Bulgaria. I play the piano, I sing, and I play the trumpet. I also compose, arrange, and anything related to music.
Fantastic. So where do you play? Do you play on a regular basis out and around the city or on tours or anything like that?
Yeah, I play in a lot of festivals. I also play regularly every day in a different place in Dubai. I have a concert on the 19th of May in a place called Theatre of Digital Arts, Toda.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, with my jazz trio, we're going to perform there. Then I have a lot of things, a lot of social events, corporate events, and a lot of clubs, yeah, all the time.
So you say trumpet and piano?
Yeah.
So how long did it take to develop that skill?
Wow, it took me like all my lifetime.
Still practicing, huh?
Yeah, of course, every day you have to practice. I started playing the piano when I was 5. I actually started playing the accordion first because that's what we got at home. Then I was crying for piano. My parents bought me piano, big piano, which I was playing a lot. Then I switched to trumpet. I moved back to piano. Then I started singing. Now I'm playing everything at the same time, piano, trumpet, and singing. So music has been great for me. Yeah.
Brilliant. But playing at the same time, now that's something different, right?
Yeah, that's really difficult. And the most difficult part is that these instruments are in different keys. So basically, if you play something with the piano in F, you have to play the same thing in G. So you have to really split your brain, and it's kind of very, very challenging.
Wow. Now, I'm sure a lot of people want to see and hear this amazing skill that you have.
Yeah.
Where can people see and hear you?
So, yeah, they can just follow my social media, Facebook, Instagram. I'm always posting where I'm performing. The night show that they can see is on the 19th of May, as I said, in Toda with my jazz trio. It will be a lovely concert with a lot of visuals as well. So then there is another one on the 24th with a big boy band.
Okay.
Yeah, not Backstreet Boys, but another boys singing and playing jazz. So I hope to see the audience there, and it will be lovely.
Thank you, Bobby. Well, we're looking forward to hearing what you got. I'll leave you to get ready, and we'll catch up soon. Right, so our very own Khaled was very lucky to be at the Dubai Opera to see the world-famous West Side Story. Let's check it out.
I'm about to interview the lead actors of the most popular American musical, West Side Story, and I'm here at Dubai Opera. It's a pleasure having you, and can you tell us what we're gonna expect?
Yeah, well, there's a lot going on in this show. There's so much. There's a little bit of everything for everyone, from the music to the dancing, the singing, especially the costumes, the set. It's a very beautiful and vibrant show, and yeah, there's a lot. It's going to be fun.
You can expect a very traditional take on the production. It was directed by our brilliant Lonnie Price, who actually grew up with Alexander Bernstein and knew Sondheim very well. So this take is very traditional. There's going to be lots of dancing, lots of music, lots of laughter, hopefully some tears, and lots of fun.
I just finished watching West Side Story musical at Dubai Opera, and it was fabulous. Now I'm going to go and find a few people. I can ask them what they thought about it. So come and join me. What do you think about the show?
a night at the Dubai Opera is always a fantastic night out, but absolutely loving West Side Story, the theatre, the colours, the dancing. It's very, very vibrant, and yeah, really enjoying it.
The show's amazing. I'm absolutely loving it. The dancing is phenomenal. The cast is brilliant. The set's unbelievable, and obviously being at Dubai Opera it just makes it even more special.
It was brilliant, amazing performance, like equally solid performance from all of the artists, and especially Jaden. Amazing, their chemistry was so solid, and I really enjoyed the show.
Actually, I'm a huge fan of the show, so if I'm given a chance, I'm going to come every day.
And you heard it from them. You need to come and watch it yourselves.
I think I should have been in the theatre. Jazz hands. Yeah. Bit of a performer, me.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact,
I disagree.
I've performed, I actually auditioned for the West End version of Grease. But that's another story. Right, that brings... I did not get in because I auditioned for Sandy and they said I had too much attitude, so I had to go for Rizzo. Fun fact. Right, moving on. It brings us to the end of the show. But before we go, it's time to announce the lucky winner of the golden seat tickets to go and see West Side Story, the musical at Dubai Opera. Drum roll, please.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
The winner is Iris Fernandez. So exciting. You are off to see West Side Story at Dubai Opera this weekend. Have an amazing time.
Congratulations, Iris. And everyone else, no matter what you get up to this weekend, do not forget to update us with the hashtag DXBtoday.
What's going on over the weekend? Busy plans? Sorted? Have we inspired you today, Lane?
Most definitely.
Good.
I'm going to get a copy of What's On, I think.
All right, just sit at home and read it, yeah?
Great weekend plans. I tell you what, though, you say about getting a copy of What's On. What if you don't follow What's On Instagram, you must. Like, it literally just tells you all of the new things that come up, and it's the thing to do. I am going to take Alice's advice and go to Bungalow 34.
Good luck.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit bougie, isn't it? But I think I could fit in.
Yeah,
I'll take Nimmy. Nimmy's proper bougie. We'll go. It's fine.
No, it's busy, busy, busy down there. But listen, so's the town, isn't it? This place is busy. Next week's going to be heaving as well. ATM in town. So, yeah, it's going to be a busy time. And we like that. So, with that in mind, have yourselves a great weekend, both of you, to everybody out there. Make sure you do join us on Monday as we discover the secret to lasting relationships. If we get through the weekend, that is. Maybe a bit of music would help. Bobby, it's over to you to save our relationships.
Hey, pretty lady, why you treat me so mean? Hey, sugar baby, why you play so hard? Every night I see you in my dream, coming close, dropping off your guard. Oh, my darling, every time you go away, I tell myself I wanna beg you to stay. Then I see you on the very next day, and my heart melts and gets me walking your way. You know that I love you, and I will always do. Your eyes always tell me that, oh my darling, you love me too. So kiss me, pretty lady, take me to your place. Love me, my baby, what's the use of the chase? I wanna wake up to your pretty face. Don't tell me anymore to give you some space. You know that I love you, and I will always do. tell me anymore to give you some space. Yeah, that understood. Don't tell me anymore to give you some space.
Amazing.